Justice, Woman. Justice are quite legendary. Well, they were legendary at least. With their debut album Cross, which was an absolute fantastic electronic album. Objectively, one of the best electronic albums of the 2000s, and that's just pure fact. You can't argue with that. That album was quite distorted. There were a lot of experimental moments on that thing. You can tell by just listening to tracks like Waters of Nazareth, which were just playing around with distorted, filthy bass lines, but still had that infectious, new disco, catchy kind of feel to it, which made it very, very accessible and danceable as well. Let's not forget that. However, Justice, along their discography, started to really just put out some more mellow, lukewarm albums, like Audio Video Disco, which was their last one, and that was kind of a disappointment, considering it just didn't have the same grooviness that Cross did. But this new album, Woman, it's definitely not another Cross, and I'm fine with that, because I'm not going to say that I would be Cross if they didn't make another Cross, because we've already got Cross. If they wanted to make another Cross, that would be fine, but they're not going to make another Cross. I heard the first 2 or 3 singles, and it turned out they probably weren't going in that direction. They're probably trying something new. Although the first 2 singles, Safe and Sound and Randy, were fantastic. I thought Safe and Sound had this awesome slap bass line, and of course the song Randy had these cool keyboard synths, that little chord progression. Thought that was awesome. Alakazam, which was the 3rd single, felt very uneventful, and it had the nice beat and the groove to make a good track, but then it didn't really do anything with it, and that's my problem with a lot of this album. It has the groove, has the beat, a lot of the songs do, but don't really do anything with them. They're very bland, new disco tracks. They kind of have a synth pop flair to them as well. I like the track Heavy Metal because they had the nice little dizzying synth line, the melody there, but apart from that, everything else here was just pretty lukewarm. It didn't really stand out, and that was disappointing, because considering what Justice have done in the past, I was expecting to be able to apply some sort of awesome, some sort of richness to the genre they were trying to go for, and in this case they didn't really do that. They just kind of made it very airy. It felt like a very unfulfilling album for Justice, and considering how long it's been since their last one, that was kind of a little bit disappointing. I'm gonna have to give this album maybe a 5 out of 10.